Canada deports international students recently, and I am here to share this news with you guys because when these people share their stories with me, I am taking permissions from them. Please, can I share this with my followers so that they can learn? Oftentimes, they will say yes. So that is why I'm here. Canada deports international students. You can see that plural. That's not singular. Not be one, not be two. Deports students. So this is something I'm here to share with you. Like I said earlier, knowledge is a continuum. We will all continue to learn, and nobody is monopoly of knowledge. Usually, it is always a thing of joy when you get visas to travel abroad. But the aspect of it that me I don't like is after spending a lot of monies to process your visas. First of all, you got admission from that school. In many cases, you pay admission fees. You pay tuition fees. You process your visa fee, biometrics fee. Where you went to do biometrics, you took transportation there. In some cases, people are even taking flights if the place to do this biometrics is far from where they reside. So just imagine how much somebody is spending on a visa. And at the end of the day, you get to Canada, at the port of entry, you couldn't pass. You are deported back to your country. It's so sad. It is painful. But what we go do now? I still need to share this thing with others. Because you may think you know it all. Trust me. Where you think you know reach, like we say in our pidgin parlance in Nigeria, now the another person knowledge for starts. So it is better to always keep yourself informed, because that thing you don't know is bigger than you. When you know, that is when you are on the verge of conquering that thing. So don't always say, I don't want to know this one. That's not the most important thing. Don't say that. Many of you are looking for visas. Sometimes you don't even have interest in this information because you don't even have the money to process the visa. Have you asked yourself, when the money comes to process this visa, will you even remember to know this information? Ask yourself. So it is very important, whether you have the money now or not, every travel information is key. So now, for those of you that are just coming across my channel for the very first time, my name is Nosa Comedy Guys, and I am the man with the remedy. My fans from all over the world, they are the one who call me the man with the remedy, because I remedy travel situations. So when I tell you problems, I give you the remedy. Just like in this very video, when I share with you the reason for which these people were deported, I will also give you the remedy of how to remedy this thing in this video. That is one good thing about it. You understand? So, welcome. Please, right now, as I'm looking at you now, just click that like button for me. It will not cost you anything. Just click that like button right now. If you have done that, thank you. And if you are deciding to do it later, thank you too. So now, let's go into this video proper. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. A lot is happening here for free. And also don't forget, I am not a travel agent. I do not do visas, because a lot of people are reaching out to me, telling me, Nosa Comedy, do this visa for me. Do this visa for me. No. Do you want me to lie to you? Do you want me to collect money from you and not do anything? I don't do visas. Please. So now, let's go to this video proper. The guy said he was supposed to resume school in May. Few weeks ago, he went to Canada. The hope he had was he wanted to go to Canada to work for like 3-4 months before he will start his studies. You know, many times there are people who don't know these things who will be cooking these things in your head. They will be saying, forget that thing. You will just do it like this. You will do it like this. You will do it like this. Believe me, I have never told anybody to go abroad and violate laws. It doesn't make sense. Because there are things you will do today in these countries abroad. They may not even catch you. When you are not trying to apply for your permanent residence and eventually citizenship, they will go back to the first day you enter their country. They will start opening files. Oh, see, he went to Canada a few weeks ago, and the school is starting in 4 months. His study is starting in 4 months. In 3-4 months, he said he wanted to start working to gather some money before his study will start. So when he got to the point of entry, they asked him the normal question. For those of you who are looking for questions that are being asked at the port of entry, please scroll down. I have that video here as well. So they asked him the normal question: why are you here? Are you coming alone? What's the reason for your visiting Canada? He said he's coming here as a student. They asked him what school. He told them, and they said, are you coming here alone? He said yes. Where will you be staying? He told them. Eventually, they now asked him, when is your studies starting? When are your studies starting? That is where this guy must lie. Because even if you lie, you will give them paper. They will read it. As you give them the paper, they ask him, say his study actually is starting in May. So you are starting your program in May. You are going 3 months before. They now asked him, why coming so early? He said he wants to come and work before school starts. Now, many of you will say, that guy shouldn't have said that. These are some of the people who will see content online that will help them. They will not watch it. No. If these kind of people see content online, they will ignore. But they prefer to watch all those comedy skits, drama, film, celebrities dragging themselves on social media. They will spend data watching it. But to take time to listen to, even if it's a 1-hour video that will educate them, they will never stay to hear. Just imagine somebody, you have already messed up by going to Canada 3 months before your study will start. As if that was not enough. You were not telling the officer there, after they asked you at the port of entry, why are you coming to Canada so early when your studies are starting by May? That is 3 months from now. That's when your studies will start. You have already erred, but you went further to show your ignorance. then you open mouth, tell them, say, you are coming here to work before your school starts. See, that one, na automatic deportation, I be that. Because for even coming early, na problem already. But to come and say it with your own mouth that you are coming to work before school resumes, it shows that you are coming to that country not to even study, but you are coming to eventually maybe abandon your studies to eventually start working. And that one, it not go well. Oh. So now, with this guy's problem, this is the remedy to you. Please, and please, getting an admission in Canada is no longer a joke. The monies being spent, visa applications, tuition fees, visa fees, biometric fees, you will do your medicals, you will spend transportation to go to these places. In many cases, you will pay travel agents huge sum of money. You will now be waiting for IRCC to reach out to you. In some cases, they will refuse people visa. In some cases, they will grant you visa. Then after all this, you will tell me you don't need all this education. Please, don't be on a fast lane. Like I said, the remedy is when you go to Canada as a student, play by the rules of being a student in Canada. Whether you are going to US, UK, Portugal, Australia, New Zealand as an international student, the remedy is play by the rules and be patient. In these countries, they don't document people manually. Now online, computer. Once they type your first name, type your surname, everything good and bad you have done in that country, this system, you will be amazed. If you had a traffic ticket 5 years ago, once they type your name on their system, your name will come out. Whether you paid for that ticket or you didn't pay, they will see it there. So you are in this country, you think you don't need knowledge. So please, be careful. This mistake that this guy made, somebody made it last year, and I spoke about it, almost similar, the same thing. Now, even after this guy, there's another lady who went to Canada. Even at the port of entry, she didn't tell them she wanted to come and work. But she came there over about 3 months and 2 weeks before her studies will resume. And she was asked, why are you coming to Canada when your studies is starting in maybe almost 4 months from now? She said she's just coming to acclimatize with Canada, to acclimatize to the weather 3 months before. They told her no. So eventually they were scrutinizing her, asking her some questions. So because they were suspecting that this lady might just be coming to Canada to come and also job, they said no, you should go back to her country. And when her study time is getting closer, she should come back. She was even lucky. Imagine being in that position and your visa is revoked. Go online, go and check what revocation of visa means, so that you can know that getting a visa, other things goes along with it. Go and check revocation of visa. There are people who went to Canada and their visas were revoked. Go check what it means online. I beg, play by the rules. If you go to Canada today, every day is important. Before you know, your program is over. Before you know, Your postgraduate work permit you have been given. Before you know, you don't start work. Before you know, everything don't work well. Permanent residence, you don't get. Before you know, you don't apply for citizenship, they don't give you passport as a Canadian citizen. So imagine what lies ahead of you. You will now be playing fast lane in a country where they are even faster than you. Well, please play by the immigration rules of any country where you go. In the comment section of this video, tell me what you want me to make a video on next, and I will surely deliver. Till I see you in my next video, guys. Respect.